far away from the definition of dietary. So let's get the ball rolling, guys. Okay, so for me personally, as long as I educated, it's also same with me. If dietary, it's mean we control our food consumption and also maybe our food amount. If we do.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So how do you usually practice to playing a keyboard?
I usually practice with my teacher in my home.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi Filmmakers,
Welcome back in MTsB podcast.
MTsB choice,
Credible, high quality, objective, integrity, construct amalia sunnah, excellent. Okay, hello my precious people. Today in today's podcast series, it is very delightful for us to be the artist maybe, or maybe the one who do podcast in today MTsB podcast. Okay, so before we start our podcast series, if there's someone saying if you don't know it, you won't beloved it, then allow us to introduce ourselves first. My name is Raisah Firdaus.
and I'm Razita Kichi from 9.2, your lovely class.
Okay, so today, into the occasion, it is a happy occasion for us to do podcast in MTsB podcast. But before that, guys, because I have a friend here, which is Kichi, I have to make sure if Kichi in a good mood, because I have to assure if Kichi will be able to deliver our information today for all of you guys. Okay, so first, how are you, my dear?
Okay, thank you for asking me, and I'm really good today. And how about you?
Okay, thank you for asking me. I am great also for today. I'm very delightful for this podcast story.
Okay, so now I think it's pretty good to open our podcast tree, and we are going to talking about dietary trends and also the impact for public health.
Okay, so that's one of the interesting topic for today podcast series. But before that, if we talk about dietary, there's one of the activities that most of people who do diet, it is comes from an adult, not a teenagers. But I want to ask for you, Kichi. So for you personally, have you ever done dietary in your life?
Actually, I have never do dietary, but I know if dietary means someone who do diet will reduce the consumption of food and also do some exercise more, and not only that, they also change the quality of food, become healthier like vegetables, fruits, and so on. And then the goals of do dietary is to get body goals and also maybe just make our life become healthier.
Okay, thank you for the explanation, Kichi. So now maybe we will go more far away from the definition of dietary. So let's get the ball rolling, guys. Okay, so for me personally, as long as I educated, it's also same with me. If dietary, it's mean we control our food consumption and also maybe our food amount. If we do or if we eat a lot of junk food before we do diet, and then we eat a lot of food with a high sugar and maybe a lot of food with high fat and carbohydrate, maybe we can reduce and also decrease the amount of that consumption. And not only that, with diet, it also means if we will adding a lot of exercise in our daily activities, then and also it's also same with Kichi first. If with diet also, every people have their own reason, every people have their own goal to do diet, right?
Yeah.
And maybe another things about diet. Do you think it's good or not to do diet?
Actually, it's very good for our life because by dietary we will maintain our body, our organs become healthier, right? because as we know, if we maintain our body and reach the body goals, we will prevent from the other disease, like for example is overweight and then diabetes and so on, because that diseases is caused by a lot of junk food or food that contain a lot of sugar or fat, yeah, like that.
It's also same with me. Maybe it will be good if we do diet in a good ways, but sometimes it also will be bad if we do diet in a mistake way or in a wrong way. Okay, maybe now we will talk about the impact of dietary, right?
Yeah.
We know if there's a good impact and also there's a bad impact of diet. So maybe I will talk to you first about the good impact of diet. Okay, so all of you guys, we all know if diet is one of the good activities, it could be good and also it could be bad. But first one, for the good impact of dietary, the first one, with dietary, we will also give a good healthy condition in our body, because when we do diet, we will control our food consumption and maybe our food quality that we will eat. Also will eat the protein or maybe food that allow of sugar, minerals, yeah, a lot of minerals, and then maybe meat,
Yeah.
a lot of protein, and every good food that have a good quality for our body. So it will give a good healthy for our body. And then secondly, with dietary, it also will give a good quality for our body, of course. And with dietary, it will also reduce the disease inside of our body, because if we have maybe the problem in our stomach every day, or maybe if we have the problem in our head every day, maybe like the example one is toothache, right? If we have toothache, it means like we eat a lot of sugar food. Then when we do diet and then we reduce our food consumption of a lot of sugar, we will also reduce the disease of toothache and maybe like another disease in our body. It will be reduced if we do diet, because we will control our food consumption. And the last one is also very important, and maybe it's new information for all of you guys and also for you, Kichi. It is about when you do diet, it can also give you a happy mood. Why? Yes. Are you sure? And do you agree with me if you do diet, it can give you a good mood for you?
Yeah. If that good mood is because of maybe they not stressed with maybe disease.
Yes.
Yeah, because they not easily to get sick.
Yes.
And then it also, if we do diet and then the food is really healthy, it's because it makes our mind become more
Like calm down,
yeah, calm
like
down,
that.
and then
Reduce our overthinking
easily
maybe.
to think about to like that, to solve
Yeah,
problem.
yes,
Yeah.
right. Okay, maybe I'm very sure with Kichi, and also I'm in the same page with Kichi, because what not only that, guys, because when we do diet, it's also we adding more of exercises, maybe
Yeah.
like running or maybe jogging every day to also reduce our fat in our body. And maybe personally for me, I know if I do exercise every day or maybe I do some workout in my day, it also will give me a good impact maybe for our mood, because there's also the hormonal maybe, yeah, that will affect our hormonal if we do workout. Maybe with we do workout, we will listen to music, and then maybe if example if I do basketball exercise, basketball training, it's also one of my workout every week. Maybe when I do workout like basketball exercise, I will be happy because of that. So diet also will give you a happy mood if you do diet in a good way. And maybe for the bad impact that we will get if we do diet in a wrong way, you
Yeah.
could be explain about that.
Okay, so bad impact of dietary is maybe caused by lack of knowledge of teenager maybe or someone who do that but they don't know the way how to do diet. So first is it makes them become stressed because maybe they immerse to the schedule of territory and then
Yes.
it makes the someone become addicted to schedule and not have fun with
Yeah,
their
okay.
schedule and then they didn't maybe didn't they cannot eat
Oh,
food
yes.
that they like.
They will
And-
control their food very well, like
Yeah.
strange diet
Yeah.
like that.
And then maybe someone maybe want to eat their favorite food, like maybe junk food or
Yes.
the other food, but they cannot do eat the food.
Food, yes,
Yeah.
because maybe like that also control our food, right?
Yeah, and then it makes they will be stressed, and then it can impact to their life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe we all know if there's a lot of people who immerse with their mistake when they do diet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Maybe it's too perfectionally.
yes, the
Yeah.
perfectional people, right?
Yeah.
That they do a
Perfection.
strange diet, they will control all of their food, and maybe that's one of the bad impact, right? That one of the bad ways when you do diet.
And then the second is maybe if they lack of knowledge of territory, it will be become dehydrated. You know?
Dehydrate,
Dehydrate,
okay.
yeah. Because
Yes, yeah.
maybe they just reduce the food and
The mineral maybe
yeah,
that
the water,
The water,
what's it?
that
The
inside
water,
to our body,
yeah,
the water consumption. Yeah.
is like with the opinion with the doctor.
Yes.
And it's not accordance to that points, which is there is must be
Carbohydrate or maybe another things.
carbohydrate, and then mineral, and then vitamins,
Yeah.
water.
Sulfur, is that right?
no.
Okay, sulfur is not one of the mineral, yeah.
A
Okay.
mineral, yeah,
Okay, and
and
the chemical, another chemical,
yeah,
like mineral, protein,
yeah, protein,
sugar.
sugar, yeah, and it must be accordance to the proportional of that
Yes,
one.
it must be balanced, right?
Yeah,
About
balance.
exercise and also the food. And maybe one of the example, a lot of people who immerse with a mistake that they may be stressed because
Yeah.
they do a wrong way when they do diet. And then maybe one of the example, maybe for teenagers, there's a lot of teenagers now that do diet because they want to achieve their goal, maybe like body goal, right? So there's a lot of reason why people do diet with their own goal. Maybe if they want to do life that more healthier life, or maybe they just want to have body goals that sometimes they cannot understand and they doesn't understand about the real essential things and essential means of diet, right? Maybe one of the example, if there's my friend, like
Yeah.
she's still teenagers, she's still student like us, and then like she did diet in her life, and yeah, it's good because she want to achieve her body goal, but she do in a bad way, like she forced
Yeah.
herself, right?
Force, yeah.
And how about your opinion about that?
Maybe it caused by bullying, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it makes they have a motivation. She have motivation
Yes.
to do diet, but if she forced to do diet without know the knowledge, it can make the what's it,
Mind or maybe
the way
like
or
the mentality also.
the mentality, yeah, the
Yes.
mentality become stress
Stress,
because
yes.
the opinion from the others about her
Yes.
body, it makes not focus to the dietary trends. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Maybe we have still a lot of example, right, about that.
Yeah.
And it's one of the interesting topic, right? So because yeah, we have a
yeah.
lot of example, we have a lot of information for all of you guys. But one of my information, our information today, is also that you have to take a right step when you want to do diet. Is there no something wrong if you want to do diet even you are still teenagers? It's okay because maybe you want to reduce your weight if you are too obesitas, yes,
Yeah.
obesity,
Overweight.
overweight, so you want to reduce your body weight. It's okay, it's not something wrong, but you have to take a right step. Maybe you have to use use the people that can teach you about how to do diet in a good way.
And how about if someone do diet, then they want to eat like normally, like in the past, but they offer the amount is over than
Okay,
as
yes.
usual. Yeah.
Maybe it's also one of the bad impact because they usually already make the usual things or the habit to eat very little, maybe in a small amount, right? Then that they want to, if they want to eat in a normal way, normal amount again, it will be more over, very over, right? Because yeah, there's also a bad impact of diet in a wrong way like that. And maybe that's all, maybe, yeah, about the diet. And one of the type of diet that we know, that I know, yeah, there's keto diet, and
Keto
maybe
diet.
like, yes, dash diet and carbo diet, intermittent fasting, and
vegetarian.
then maybe
Yeah, vegetarian.
vegetarian diet,
Vegan.
vegan diet, like that we didn't eat meat, we didn't eat carbo, like that, right? Yes, a lot of type of diet.
I want to add something. What's the difference between vegan and also vegetarian?
Okay, like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Okay. As long as I educated, right? Okay. Vegetarian, it means someone who still eat meat, still eat like meat from the cow or maybe like chicken, but they prefer to eat vegetarian in their life. But for vegan, it's mean like they doesn't eat meat anymore. Maybe like that. Of my
How about
that's my
milk
knowledge.
or cheese? What?
Cheese,
Milk,
milk.
cheese.
Maybe for vegan, they will not. They won't eat milk or cheese because it's also the factory
So
dairy. Yes.
food from the animal they don't want to eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you, are you vegan? Vegan?
No,
No, yeah.
because I don't know about dietary, so I asked you a lot of
Okay,
diet.
maybe for me, because I have little knowledge about dietary, maybe I have never done diet in my life, but I know exactly what the meaning of diet from my mom or maybe from people around me. So maybe that's all about our explanation, right?
Yeah.
About dietary, and I hope our explanation today can also give you a lot of knowledge, and maybe another things.
Maybe
It's done.
if you want to be get healthy life or reach your body goals, you can ask to Raisah about
Okay, yes. Maybe
dietary.
yeah, if you have another question, you can ask to me and maybe to Kichi from 9.2. Okay.
Okay.
So maybe that's all from us. Thank you.
Wassalamualaikum
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye guys.